Sports. And we'll see Bijan Robinson. He's been a frequent end-zone tourist. He's second in the league in rushing touchdowns. Hold on tight. We're in for an exciting one on Thursday night primetime.
As the weekend approaches, let's settle in and end the week right, with an outstanding Thursday night contest here with the NFL on EA Sports. Hi there, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. You picked a fun one to tune into. I'm Kate Scott, joined by former NFL quarterback Brock Heward. And we've got two quarterbacks here, Brock, who are known for playing a very exciting brand of football. Not just throwing it out, but taking it themselves, too.
Yep, these are two of the guys who really epitomize the direction that this position's going in the Madden NFL. Pocket passers will have their place, they always will. A lot of teams look to somebody like this as a default, a great passer, but someone who can also mix in plenty of rushing yards to keep that defense honest.
Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And we're underway in prime time on Thursday Night Football. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. So here comes their offense for its opening drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
A bit of an uneventful outing individually last week, Kate. A touchdown and a pick for him, but the lasting memory, there's no question about it. Walking off that field with the loss, that stings. No doubt he feels he could have done more to prevent that result. So expect to see a motivated individual taking snaps here this week.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB. And it gave him just enough room to run.
On target, here's back Joe Mixon. And this one doesn't go far. The rookie from Texas there on the tackle. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Running with Mixon out of the gun. Jukes one defender. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a 1st down could be so demoralizing to that defense.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. On the sideline, Brown brings it in. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. 2nd and 3 now. From the pistol, Hurts. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down. Tight end going in motion here. 3rd down, Mixon gets it. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
That's a beautiful kicker. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. All set up now for 1st and 10. Now motion to Lamb right. 1st and 10, around to Mixon. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Brandon Jones up for the stop. Look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. Second down now, 7 to go. Keeping it with Mixon. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves him with 3rd down and 5.
expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Now Prater on to send it away. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And they'll be let out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this second-year passer.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And of course, well, he cares less about those two numbers. He's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
That one's caught on the left sideline. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Yeah, right there. That's what you want to see on the opening drive. Boom, connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. They'll run in here with Bijan Robinson. He finds space into the red zone. And that is a touchdown. These guys go ahead 6-3 in the first. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome a quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. The answers have to be found defensively.
That one right down the middle. And his guys want up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Kicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. This return stuck to the 5. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. This offense headed out as we get a look at their running back. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. Ball at the 33 for first down. Motion man left is Brown. Now begin with a run by Mixon. And the power play up the gut results in 2 yards. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 34. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. That pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. For that defense, he puts a sack on the board.
Now Hurts on third and long. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Mixon on the counter. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Hurts. Has his man. It's Mixon. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Just give this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, it's going to go.
And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Second and 3 now. In motion right is Mims. From the 35 on second down. Pass caught by Mixon. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Offense set for a first and 10. Hurts throwing again. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. And he'll be brought down here at the 23
Tick, tick, tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
He won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. He was looking for Mark Andrews. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Hurts now from the gun. Packers are holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys. I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did. Wasted no time in getting that sack. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Has this at the 6. He stopped on a return at the 27. They'll get this drive starting. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hot go.
Slot man motioned over. Pass play on 1st and 10. Complete out to the right. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. They'll come to the line here. 2nd and 9.
At the 28-yard line.
We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. We've got a close one here. We'll return with more NFL action right after this. All right, it's about time to get started with quarter number 2. Home offense out, ready to go. They're looking down to 2nd and 9. Ran for a moment, but a complete defensive play. Jarring moves incomplete. And no look on his first look of the game. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
9 yards to go.
They're throwing it. He finds Sanders. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Good offenses, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Completes. It's Bijan Robinson. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. We're at a premium in this league.
And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They get 13 on the pickup. And that gives them the first.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Still sticking with the passing game. That one finds Xavier Worthy. He's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the two defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
Oh, it puts some heat on this deep ball left side.
Boy, take a look at that. Look at him locking down his area of the end zone. You can bring it in close enough to take shots, but there are no easy touchdowns.
Man in motion here. 2nd and 10 now. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. 2nd down. They go pass here, and it's intercepted to kill the drive.
And that is one way defensively to get your teammates off the field. That was all about anticipation. Great move there by the defender to take it away and put his offense on the field.
Their offense running back out now. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. The shotgun to give to Mixon. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, or it could be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
He's got him. That's Mixon. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
2nd and 13. Andrews with the catch. And they make the tackle at the 38. They'll get 18 yards there. And they'll have 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
Go, go, go! Go, go!
On the ground, this is Trey Benson. Pushing for the red zone. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
He brings it in. And he drives this forward to the 6.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing in double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and a lot of quarterbacks will admit.
And the defender coming away with it.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that fortunes play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. Again, in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Pride connecting with Xavier Worthy there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Robinson on the inside give. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. We paused here to deal with an injured player, and this is a significant one. That's Bijan Robinson getting looked at after that play. They're set up at the 35 now. They send a man in motion. Play action on 1st down. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
There was almost no resistance offered against the rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Avoids the defender. We got a race. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a pickup of 26. And that'll be a 1st down.
Gotta be a pretty good actor. Gotta be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Moves slate of downs to approach here from the 40. They go play action on first. Finds Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
36-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 36. Shakes it. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession.
Yeah, and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed. Got him the ball back.
That's caught for the first. He makes it in for the touchdown. These guys make them pay for turning it over. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. All right, so this solid first half continues for Brock. They're into the end zone to extend their advantage.
I think if you're a head coach, you've got to be very happy with the effort so far. You always preach about coming out strong, and they've been the ones dictating the tempo. As a result, they add to their lead.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And these guys blow their lead to 8. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. This offense running out for a new series, led by their running back. And as he accumulates catches this season, Brock, some have stuck out to us more than most, and we had one of them on that last drive as he's reached a significant milestone for himself this year. On the play fake, it's Hurts. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an abort. Especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Catch made. Oh, he loses the football. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. So that was holding on the offense, and a quick declination from the defense means this stands as a turnover.
Hey, hey, alert, alert.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Completes it to his running back. Here's Jonathan Brooks. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one goes for 25 yards. And that'll give him a first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Here we go, here we go.
On first down, here comes Brooks. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Setting up a throw. Catches made in close. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. That puts us at the 2-minute warning.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Goal to go. They're passing. It's intercepted in the end zone.
Red zone defense. It is a part of the practice week at least twice. Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays. Because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
Their offense ready to take the field now. And Brock, I know the goal is always points every drive, but I think just as big a goal, gotta play clean football here. You cannot give it away for a 3rd consecutive possession.
Yeah, we call that rebuilding some confidence in yourself as a group, and just to execute without the mistakes. Pros, you can shake off a turnover with ease, but back-to-back, even the seasoned vets have a little trouble getting past that.
Chased out to his right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. Offense up to the line fast. Hits him on the out route. On the move, past the 40. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
A gain of 30. And a first down.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Last time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. They'll empty the backfield and motion in right. Trying again, following the sack. Cut by Burton. And he's got it down to the 30 before going out. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Gets this one to Andrews. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. They'll run for this. And defenders continue to swarm over to get him at the line. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on down.
You know, Kate, it's almost like the defense was in the offensive huddle before the play. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run, and the reward is they get off the field.
They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Before we can get a snap on second down, they call timeout. Putting a receiver in motion. From the 31. Gets this to Sanders. And he'll have out of bounds after a short gain. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
A gain of 3 yards. Complete to Jatavion Sanders.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. He throws a bullet to the side. No, they get him yet again. And they bring him down after the pick and decent return. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
The 48-yard line.
Hurts now from the gun. Escapes a defender. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
A 55-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that gets him back within 5.
Visitors 9.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all this concentration, every bit of the strength, to send that puppy through.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. He's trying another one deep. He spots that deep shot away, but he better not celebrate just yet. Looks like he's caught that through a flag. They may still get this yardage. So halftime has to wait one more snap. That pass interference call means we've got an untimed down coming up. Brown's kick is up and good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. That is the halfway point here on Thursday night. Now we're on to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman ready to bring us the EA Sports halftime report. All yours, Coach. Take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. Some great games still to come, and I think we highlighted one of the better ones right there, as that promises to be a tight one.
Well, the teams are ready, the fans are ready. Let's give the people what they came here for.
These guys are in for a battle, taking on what should be a very tough opponent.
Kickoff taken at the 3. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got first down from the 31. Running back sent in motion. Rotates out and out in motion. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Throwing off the play fake here. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. 2nd and 6 coming up here. He's dropping back to throw. He finds Sanders. Good little whip there. Looks like about 6. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle.
Brings up third down.
Third down give to Robinson. That one ends up a gain of 6. And sets up first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Even 15 yards on the pickup there. And they're going to have a first down.
That's another.
Back to throw now. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Makes it second and
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. They go play action here. Got a man. Robinson has it. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Here we go. 2nd and very long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Brings up third down and 20.
Reload! Unlock right!
Looking to the air here. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And he adds some yards to the pick before they bring him down. First down from the 31. Here's Hurts. He's holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Hurts the throw. It's taken in by Lamb. Decent gain here, but short of the first. On 4th down, everybody had Blake Gillikin to punt it away. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's brought down for a loss. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
The line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
Pass play now. Completed over the middle. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and
To the
6.
air, 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, he make an impact play.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First and 10, around Robinson. And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's second and 1.
At their 49-yard line.
A toss now to Robinson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Kid, I'll give some credit to the defense there. Limited the gain to the outside, contained him from minimal yardage. It was going to be tough to stop him from getting a first down as close as they were with the sticks.
Finds a seam down the middle. And he will take this in. Touchdown! We love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could fumble the whole way home.
Think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer? Nobody.
Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And his guys lead by 15 now. Dicker all lined up and ready to put it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Return's looking good so far. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. Another drive coming up for this offense. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. All right, here we go. Second down. Now Hurts. He's on the move. He's going to keep it this time. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Hurts. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll give him a first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. From the pistol, Hurts. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
How many times we see these coaches after games sit there at the press conference and pull out the stat sheet, and when they do, they look for some anomalies. And today, well, this head coach is going to be very proud of the defensive effort, getting after the quarterback 6 different times. 6 sacks.
One off the tackle, but he lost the football. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but might have been what cost him and opened the door for that fumble.
Okay, you and I both know this game has changed so much in our lifetimes. It's evolved in so many different ways. But I promise you, you can go back to the 60s, the 70s, and many of these fumbles occur just like that. You break one tackle, you let up just a little bit, and then next guy comes home and delivers the devastating blow.
First down, ball at the 36. Throwing now, following the turnover. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it's second down coming up. Dropping back to throw. He breaks the tackle. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. They'll come up 1st and 10.
A gain of 12 yards. And a first down.
Another carry for Robinson. Offense to the line for second down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 26-yard line.
Now looking to throw. On target to Worthy. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
3rd and 6.
Throwing from the gun here. Finds Sanders. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now Cameron Dicker on to try the field goal. This is a 35-yard look from the right hash. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter on this Thursday night. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. Now on 4th down, they're out to try for the field goal. This is a 35-yard look from the right hash. Brown's kick is up and good. And it's a 3-score game now, an 18-point lead.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. This field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts will have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now this offense getting set to work here. And their defense held up after that fumble. Only gave up 3, so time for this offense to make it up to them. Get some points of their own. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Running with Mixon out of the gun. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Okay, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Here's 2nd and 7. Fits it through the middle. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's in. Touchdown! These guys get it back to within 2 possessions. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Matt Prater for the point after try. Right down the middle, it's good. And these guys make it an 11-point ball game.
27, visitors 16. Matt Prater.
Now Prater on to send it away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
They'll take over. First down and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing now off play action. That's going to be caught by Mitchell. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They go play action on 1st. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a 21-yard game. It'll give him a 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They're set up at the 35 now. Pass play on 1st and 10. Gets this to Sanders. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
That's another first down.
off the play fake here. Throw caught at the 6. And in for the touchdown. A second touchdown through the air for Brock, and independent of the game situation. We both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
One touchdown, you just might be right time, right place. But 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
Dicker's extra point is up and good. And his guys push their lead to 18. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Has this at the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. First and 10. Here's Hurts. Gets him on the end route. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Kick the running back in motion. From the 38. Complete to Mims. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
A gain of 13 yards. Result is a first down.
Again to Mixon up the middle. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
At the 49-yard line.
Hurts now from the gun. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now here he goes. Give him 13 on that play. And that gives them the
A
first.
gain of 13 yards. And a first down.
Running back sent in motion. First down throwing for Hurts. Has a man. It's Brown. He's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Second and 3 now.
And 3. At the 29-yard line.
Going right side. Mixon with it. Takes out a one stop. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football are the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give the quarterback a chance.
He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. And he finds him in the end zone for the touchdown. These guys get it back to within 2 possessions. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yeah.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
34. Visitors 23.
They recognize the situation they're in now. After that score, they're going to try to get it right back. And they've got it. No problem for the receiving team. The onside attempt failed. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. teams ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Play action on first down. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
He'll throw it. Throw left side, complete. And he's out of bounds, just short of the 30.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Third and long from here. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed.
This is a lonely place. And I don't know how many walk in the planet have thrown 5 picks, but I'll raise my hand. I did it in an absolute. And it is a lonely, humbling feeling. Everything that could go wrong, well, it's gone wrong for this quarterback today, and I hope that's the last time we see him throw a pass in this one.
This offense getting all set for this series. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. An alert play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Got Lamb, and it's complete. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Flushed out of the pocket. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Working quickly here. On 1st down, Hurts. They're able to drop it. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Another try following this end. Flush out out to his left. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. That brings us to the 2-minute warning. These guys trailing by 11. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Empty backfield now as they set up for 2.
The offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
Back to throw. Getting out to his left. And they get the 2-point conversion. He's in the lead, only a field goal now. Well, the comeback is proceeding according to plan, Brock. That conversion trims this to a field goal game. Now get that ball back, baby. Get it back.
And you know that special teams coach is down there telling these guys that. Don't come back to these sidelines. Don't come off this field unless you go get me the ball to get this offense yet another opportunity.
The home team's headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First down, and they go right back to it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. They've got first down from the 31. Here's a counter give to Robinson. He's touched down behind the line as this one goes the wrong way. The defense takes its third and final timeout. On second down, Robinson. And this is down to the 28 before the defense holds it. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
They kick the running back in motion. He'll throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down.
First down and goal to go.
Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And the sting of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. What a game for our winners as we say goodnight, everybody.